Hey y'all, Jamie here, proud 56-year-old trans woman from New Orleans. So, where last I left off, I was talking about hanging out with my ex husband's brother and his wife, his sister in law, I should say. And, we were hanging out with their family to celebrate her announcement of her new pregnancy. So, these episodes over the last few days of my stories have apparently pissed some people off. My ex husband and his current wife watch my videos. Yes, I don't know why they want to torture themselves with these old stories, but you know what? More power to you. Welcome to the channel. Now, I received word. I woke up this morning to receiving word, y'all, that my little stories upset them. They really upset them. That breaks my heart. Now, instead of coming to me like you would expect a grown adult to do, or anyone with a pair of balls, hello ex-husband, you would expect them to come directly to me, right? Like, if you've got a problem with what I'm saying, handle it. And as far as his current wife, I'm not a little weak bitch. Never have been. Never have been. I left home at 14 years old. I have survived on my own in this world ever since. Okay, I stood on my own 2 feet from 14 on. And from 14 on, when I was on those streets in Houston, I fought and I scratched and I bled to be who the fuck I am. And in the process of that, I got quite proficient at things like fighting and, cutting people and things like I was a little stabby when I was young. If you've been in the channel for a minute, then y'all know this. For those of y'all who are new, when I was young, I was a little stabby sometimes. So, and I like to, I just tended to grab knives. What can I tell you? So, this is not to be threatening in any way, shape, or form. Listen, let's be crystal clear. I'm not bringing that up to be threatening. I'm bringing that up to make a very clear point. I started off in this world in some very rough environments, okay? And from those environments sprung a bitch that is not going to be toyed with, okay? And I'm not going to be handled just any old kind of way either, y'all. Like, I don't know who she thinks I am. We've known each other for like over 30 years. She was lusting for my ex husband even back then in 95 when we were in the middle of our fucking relationship, okay? But Miss Christian over there, she was lusting, coveting her neighbor's husband. So, anyway, hypocrites. Hypocrites. So, they're upset because I said that his sister in law, Belinda, is a little slow. I tried to be delicate about it. I thought I was being quite delicate about it. And I was not being mean. It wasn't said in a mean spirited way. The girl was just a little slow. That's all it is. And, to my understanding, the current wife has said so too. So I don't know what the fuck her problem is with that. Now, apparently, she supposedly sent the video to Belinda and Peter for them to watch it for themselves. I cannot believe this, and I don't really believe this because it's very hard to imagine that Mickey would keep something like the fact that he's been with trans women all of his life from his brother's wife's family, for all of these years, to turn around and let his current wife, another trans woman, okay, might be post-op, still trans, girl, still trans. We are still trans, whether or not we're post-op. So, you know, it's just ridiculous that she would even send that video to them. And if she did, shame on you. Shame on you just for being deliberately hurtful, for trying to deliberately hurt that girl's feelings and piss her off. And you know what? Y'all are saying that y'all are going to seek attorneys and have me cease and desist. Darling, it's called free speech. I have every right to tell my life story. I have every right on this earth to tell it and to include the people that were in my life all around me, of which your husband was a big part, a huge chunk of my life, all in my 20s, okay? So let's be crystal clear. You're never going to control my mouth. No one on this earth will. I am going to say whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, however the fuck I want. And how dare you have the audacity to think that you're going to insist that I shut up. Bitch, who do you think I am? Girl, you got me twisted. You got me real twisted, okay? And to drag other friends of ours into this little mess, tacky, and weak. Mickey has my number. Mickey has my number, and trust me, I've got his. Not his phone number either, sister. I don't mean his phone number. I've got his fucking number, okay? So, apparently, I'm inaccurate. They can't point out any specific lies, but I'm inaccurate, okay? And as far as this whole you're gonna bring in the legal team, listen, I'm not even using your real fucking name, Mickey. That's your fucking street name, dude. That's your street name. That's not your legal name. And I've never said a last name. So the only way that anyone would ever know who the hell Belinda and Peter and all these people that I'm talking about in your family are is if you run your dick beaters about it. Okay? Are we clear? And your wife, are you clear? See, I'm even leaving your name out of it altogether. But are we clear? You could have come to me. You didn't have to go to our friend. You could have come to me. Man up. It's still in you. Man up. All right, y'all. I am sorry to take this detour today, but y'all, I will be back with story time tomorrow, and we will pick up where I left off, I can assure you. So, be here next time, and I will too. I love you all. I love you all for watching, and I love you for the comments. Talk to you later. Bye, y'all.